we getting ready to wrap this puppy up, man. I got things to do. I don't have any place to go, and I'm not seeing any people. So
I ain't got no place to go, but I got things to do.
I got things to do here. Let's talk about our boy Dak for a minute. We've talked plenty about Dak. We actually theorized that he would probably wind up on a franchise tag. We felt it was very Kirk Cousinish what was going on here. But one of the things that I think I didn't get right was I was thinking that Dak wanted a longer-term deal and the Cowboys wouldn't give it to him. But as I'm understanding, it's the opposite. They wanted a longer-term deal and Dak wouldn't give it to him. So that kind of confused me a little bit as to what Dak ultimately was trying to accomplish. Maybe you know a little bit more about that. But he's taking a franchise tag. He's going to make 30-some million. And he's saying, I'm happy to be a Cowboy. Let's go. Let's go win a Super Bowl. You know, his attitude seemed to be very positive. And maybe, you know, Kirk Cousins called him and was like, dude, don't sweat it. Take the money. Go out and have some fun, play some football, you know. And if you do anything decent, that next contract could be the bomb.
I think I kind of talked about this on our last video last week, but I didn't have, I wasn't exactly sure what the difference was between what Dak wanted and what the Cowboys wanted. And when we talk about what the Cowboys wanted, we're talking about two people, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. But it seems that they want to sign him to a 5-year deal. I believe it was for $100 and something million over 5 years, with a good amount of it guaranteed. No, it's probably, let me not do numbers because I'm not exactly sure. The difference is what looks like a really good contract with a pretty good amount of guaranteed money would look better if it was a 3 or 4 year deal instead of a 5-year deal. And that seems to be what Dak is saying. He's saying, like, this deal doesn't stink, and on the surface it looks good, but it's for 5 years, which is going to dilute it. And I think I'm worth more than that. And I need to get this amount of money for 4 years and not 5. So the years of the contract is what they're really differing on. And Dak is like, it's no problem. I will sign for 5 years, but you're going to have to give me more money. So if this is all the money you're going to give me, you either give me this money for 4 years, or you have me sign a 5-year contract, but you got to give me more money. I think he's being more than fair. And if I'm not mistaken, and I think I speculated on this in the last video, signing this franchise tag is not a bad thing for Dak.
The Cowboys' final offer was between 33 to 35 million a season, with more than 100 million guaranteed.
Okay.
So, you know, he signed for 31.4 million on a franchise.
Right. What's wrong? Anything wrong with that?
That's 100 million in guarantees you gave up right there.
Okay.
You're looking at 33 to 35, which is more than the 31 that you got.
Okay.
But if, you know, and you'll get a 20% raise next year, and you'll be available for the open market. Now, again, we got new revenue situations, but we also have, in addition to 2 new revenue streams coming in, we're going to have potentially a change in the business model. We talked again about those business models that require large groups of people potentially could become defunct. So you might see the NFL become much more of a televised product than a stadium product. I'm sure at some point maybe the stadium thing will come back to some degree, but in the meantime, they're dealing with the NFLPA, the union, and the owners are trying to get uh, some concessions where, let's say, revenues are down 20%. That loss, they want to share that loss over the next year or 2 years or whatever with the players in terms of their contracts. Now, we all know that the owners are billionaires, but they're business people, so they're not going to give you a dime. You know, they're going to make you fight for whatever you get. And as I'm seeing it right now, that he might actually be a bit insulated from all of that. Until we see what happens next year. So A, he has to stay healthy. B, he has to play well. If they win, even if they just go further than what they had been, if they get to an NFC championship and he looks good doing it, he could be looking at a really nice contract, or, and then there's another thing. People are trying to say that there's a premium to being a Cowboy quarterback.
That's right. That's right. There is. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I don't agree with it, but there is, and it always has been. It's just like, why is everybody making a big deal about CeeDee Lamb wearing number 88? Because Michael Irvin wore it, Drew Pearson wore it, Dez Bryant wore it. It's tradition. It's a big deal. It's Cowboy number 88. That's a big deal. So, this is my thing is, I don't think he hurt himself at all at taking that $31 million. Because guess what? If they tag him again, if we go through this all over again next year and they tag him again, he's going to make 37. Guess where 37 million puts him? In second place behind Mahomes. Because
that's 1 year though. I mean, that's 1 year.
He can't make less, though. He can't make less. And they can't tag him again, which means he's good to go. So long-term contract, Russell Williams making $35 a year. But he's already locked in. So if Dak plays out this tag, has a good year, and they tag him again, 37 point whatever, puts him over Russell Wilson, over Big Ben, over Jared Goff, over Rodgers, over Cousins, over Wentz, over Matt Ryan. He's good.
We said that he could do well in a franchise, again, following the Kirk Cousins model. So if that puts him ahead of all of those people, at least, for that year, Now, the next question is, does he want stability? And, what,
He absolutely does.
But he want to stay with the Cowboys.
He wants it for 4 years. He doesn't want it for 5. And that's his right to want what he wants. And if they tag him this year, well, they've already tagged him this year. If they tag him again next year and he has a good year and stays healthy and his numbers stay up and all that, regardless of how bad or good the team does, because I think the team is going to at least make the playoffs, probably win the division this year and next, and at least win one stinking playoff game. But if he's doing his thing, then now the Cowboys have to decide, we know we have a great quarterback or a really good quarterback. We've already professed our love for him. He has already professed his love to stay a Cowboy for life. Do we act on this and give him what he wants? Or do we say we was lying the whole time and let him go on the free market? Trust me, somebody will give him what he wants. If they let him loose, he will get what he wants. All he has to do is stay healthy.
All right, there you go. Words from on high. All he has to do is stay healthy.
He got to stay healthy and keep his numbers up.
And keep his numbers up. Right.
But I don't see his numbers going down. They got a good team.
They do.
He would have to go into a serious funk. Like he would have to go into like a baseball slump. Like a 0 for 54 slump or something. That's not going to happen. As long as he stays healthy.
He's a pretty consistent character, and he's not a guy that goes off the rails. He's pretty.
Yeah, he's a leader. He's proven to me that he's a winner. I'm not a Cowboys fan, and Eagle fans are probably going, Dak with Dak. I don't care. They're and guess what? This is his first year with a new head coach. Who knows? He could blow up. This system that McCarthy's bringing in is a proven system, bro. I.e. Aaron Rodgers. And I'm not saying Dak is Aaron Rodgers. I'm saying this is a proven system. And they have weapons. I don't see how they can play poorly. I just don't. It could happen. Anything can happen. I don't see it happening.
One of the things we questioned last year was defense.
Yes.
As being a weak
that won't thing. Yes. If defense isn't up to par, that's not going to help him, obviously.
We shall see. We shall see. Okay, that was the big news. Yesterday was the signing day. A lot of contract work probably got done further down the line that we don't have time to go into right now. But congratulations to Dak on taking that $31 million and being happy about it. And I am looking forward to see what they're going to do.